There's 4 of us all together. Our kids get in trouble at school for 1, smoking cigarettes, 2, tagging walls, spray painting. And so the mothers sort of get detention by having to produce this, big fundraiser for the school. And through that, we become friends, and through that, we form this group called the Single Moms Club. And we're all very different, and it's like oil and vinegar, salt and pepper, however you want to call it, black, white, Latina, we've got it all here. Rich, poor, roaches, Mercedes-Benz. We've got a mixture of everything. So that makes for a very interesting character because you're putting all these different personalities with just different socioeconomic backgrounds together, and they are just loving each other sometimes and not so much in the other moments. It just was such a relevant topic for me, and being a married mom is probably just as difficult as being a single mom, but there's something very special about the bond between child and mom when you're a single mom, because you really are a team, and my son is actually playing my son in the film. So Masai is playing Rick, who is my 12-year-old son. And that has been, it's so magical to look into your child's eyes when you're playing these moments that are really that were very real for us throughout the last, 12 years. There's that moment where you see your baby go from baby to young man to teenager, and you start to go, who is this person? I don't quite know this person like I thought I did. And so she's dealing with just that part of her son becoming a teenager. But the other part of that is Rick's father is not in the picture, and he really needs that male figure, and he's in search of, that connection with his father who is not present. The women are amazing. We are all very different. But I think we actually represent all the different single moms around the world. And that's why this film is really for everyone, because you've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. And really, really strong actresses, really funny, really strong, and, we're having a good time. TK, is played by Mr. Perry, and he is sort of her guardian angel. He kind of just pops up here and there, and eventually they become friends, and then, if the story had to go on, I would assume they'd end up happily ever after. And it's been fun working with Tyler, and it's really, shocking the first day we were doing a scene together, and he's, saying action and cut, but saying the dialogue. I'm like, how do you play all of these different roles in one moment? Tyler is just really a dynamic person. It's like you hear things about him, you see what he's done, you see his studio, you see the movies he's done, his TV shows, the stuff he's produced, and you go, wow, is it really possible for one person to do all of these things? And I just tell him all the time, I'm like, you really changed the game.